Hello, friends. Today we are going to discuss the second part of your economics chapter 2, People as Resource. Under this, we are going to discuss about the economic activities by men and women. So, before that, we should know what is the meaning of the economic activities. All those activities which contribute to the national income are known as economic activities. When we talk about or when we discuss about the economic activities are classified into three main sectors. One is primary sector, the other is secondary sector, and the next is tertiary sector. So we are going to discuss first that what is the meaning of primary sector, secondary sector, and tertiary sector. As you can see that primary sector is a sector which is also known as an agriculture related sector. All the activities which are related to the natural process or the natural work, where the natural work or the agricultural activities are involved, they are known as primary sectors. As you can see in the picture, animal grazing, animal husbandry, forestry, agricultural activity, okay, horticulture, fishing, mining, this all, poultry farming, these all are the activities which comes under the primary sector. So primary sector is also known as agricultural related sector. The next sector under the economic activity is your secondary sector. Secondary sector is a sector where the goods are being converted, raw materials are converted into finished goods. Here in secondary sector, manufacturing is also a part of secondary sector. And then the third one is your tertiary sector. Tertiary sector is a sector which provides support or which provide aids to the other sector. Like other sector here means primary and secondary sector. So tertiary sector provides support services to primary and secondary sector, and this is nowadays one of the important sector in our economy. The examples of there's a numerous and multiple examples of tertiary sector like trade, transport, communication, banking and insurance, education and health. These all are the example of tertiary sector. So we can now you have understood that in the economic sector there are three sectors: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now we'll come to the economic activities. What is economic activities? Any activity that add value to the national income are called economic activities. Okay, anything which contribute to the national income is known as economic activity. Now, economic activities have further been being classified into two parts. One is market activities and the other is non-market activities. What is market activities? Market activities are those activities where it is related to remuneration to employee. It is related to payment. It is related to remunerate someone, to pay someone for their services which they are performing. So that are known as market activities. Like you can see in the picture also, it is clearly depicted in the picture that the people are selling and in the market and they are being paid for their activity. So this is known as market activity, and of course it contributes to the national income. The next is the non and this also includes production of goods and services. The next is your non market activity. Non market activity does not contribute to the national income. It is not related to remuneration, but this kind of activities is being performed for self consumption or for satisfaction out of love and affection. For example, your mother is cooking food for you at home, that will come under the non market activities. Or you are doing some work feeding yourself for self consumption, that is an example of non market activities. So have you understood? You can write your answer in the comment in this video. Ask your neighbor, ask your friend what is their profession, they are working under which sector, they are being categorized under which sector, are they working under primary, secondary or tertiary sector. Please write your answer in the comment box after going through this video. Now there is a division of labor between men and work. So now of course when we talk about the market, when we talk about the division of labor, the workforce, it is being divided between men and women. So generally here we will discuss about the women. When women are the, if we talk about the historical and the cultural reason, there's a division between the women and the men in the family. Who are the women? Women are generally, they look after the domestic chores, and the men works in the field. Like if you remember, we had studied, we had discussed the story of Sakal. We know that the Sakal mother Sheila, she used to cook food. Okay, she used to wash utensils, she used to wash clothes, and she look after the children. But her work, whatever she was performing, does not being taken into the market activities. That means she was not contributing to the national income. Sheila was not paid. She, though she was working, she was doing household work or the domestic chores. These are the services for which the women are not being paid. Okay, this is, we can say again, a non-market activities are there. But when any person, they earn something and they contribute to the national income, that is known as the market activities. Like Bhuta, the father of Sakal, used to earn money and he was rearing his family. So on one hand, Sakal mother was doing the work that was not contributed, that was not taken under the labor market, whereas his father was working and that was taken into one of the economic activity. Now the question comes that why they are not being paid, why the woman is not paid. Like Sakal mother Sheila was working, you can see in the picture so many activities the women are performing. In one picture a woman is cooking food, in other they are washing utensils, washing clothes, feeding the family, taking care of the children. But after so many activities also, this work, for that they are not being paid. The question comes, why they are not being paid? Because of course anything which, for which the remuneration is being done, that is only taken into the national income. Okay, like you see Sakal for the father Bhuta, he is working in the field, he cultivates in the field, he sells the product or whatever the produce in the market, he earns money for the family. So we can say that Sakal's mother, father Bhuta is paid, so it will be taken under economic activity. Why? Because it is contributing to the national income. Next is, women are paid for their work when they enter the labor market. Yes, of course, when the women enter, any of the women, those who enter in the labor market, like you remember the case of Vilas mother used to sell fish in the market. She was selling the fish in the market. Now the same woman, when she is selling in the labor market, whatever contribution she is making or whatever she is earning will be taken into the national income. So any women, if they are entering in the labor market, they will be considered under the national, means they will be taken as a part of the economic activity. Now the question comes that women are paid for their work when enter the labor market, but they are paid very less than the men. Why? Why? The answer of this question lies into this PPT. You can see that when we talk about the women, women are not generally so educated, and education and skills one are the major determinants, those who are determining the earning of any individual in the market. So when we compare in the labor market, when we compare the education and skills of men and women, men are more educated and skilled than women. That's why they are being paid more. But I'm talking about this in the unorganized sector. See, I'll just give a glimpse of your sector. There are two other sectors, one is organized and the other is unorganized. Organized sectors are the sectors which are under the control of government, where everything is being done with the formal procedure, whereas the unorganized sectors are the sector which is scattered and there's no rules and regulation and it is not under the control of government. So when we talk about the unorganized sector, the same women, those who are not educated and those who are not skilled, they are being paid less than the men because of their education, and they are not skilled because of that. So if you can see in this PPT, the basic factor, the basic thing which promotes the earning of any individual in the market is the education and skill. And when we talk about education and skill, of course, with low education and low skill, any one of us, whether it's men or women, will have low earning. High education and high skill will give you high earning. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like it, please write your opinion in the comment section below. Thank you so much.